Hey there, friends. Well, today I'm working on some small thrift store items. These are items that are actually kind of grubby and dirty, and probably you wouldn't want to pick these up at a thrift store, but I did because I have hope for them that they can become something pretty. So let's take a look and get started. I love these little jewelry boxes. This one was a little bit dirtier on the inside than I like to see, but I'm gonna do my best to clean it up. And this tray was really kind of grubby, but I knew that I could fix it up with just a little bit of elbow grease and paint. These candle wall sconces need some work, and I will explain to you what happened to them in just a minute in this video. I'm starting with the jewelry box, and usually what I do with the velvet on the inside is I just use some tape and I try to clean up as much as I can with tape, and then I'll use just some disinfecting wipes or some warm water on a washcloth, and I'll clean it really good. Worst case scenario, and I can't get this cleaned up good enough, I would take out the inside and then paint it, but I really wanted to keep this mustard yellow color because I think it could be really cute. I taped off all of the velvet on the inside so that I didn't get any paint on it. And then I just started painting it. I'm using a white color here. This is Annie Sloan chalk paint. I did 2 coats on the whole thing, and I did do just a little bit of light sanding in between the coats to remove any bumps and grittiness. It is so rewarding to take these ugly little unwanted items and fix them up and make them pretty again. I just love doing that, and it's so relatable to us in our own lives too. At least for me, when I think about like what I used to be and how after I came to believe in God and start following Jesus, how he just took my life, he cleaned it up, and he gave me a whole new life. Once I started renewing my mind to the Word of God, I stopped listening to the lies of the past and the lies of what I was told in the past of who I was, and I let the Bible tell me who I am. So now I don't let people or feelings or emotions tell me who I am. I let God tell me who I am, and I identify myself with Him, with Christ. I want to encourage you to do the same thing. Don't let negative feelings or negative things that people tell you about yourself become how you identify. Let God tell you who you are. You are loved, you are beautiful, you are important, and your life matters. Once the paint was dry, I did a little bit of light sanding, and then I took a wet washcloth and I just did some wet distressing. And lately I've really been liking that better than sanding because it's just a lot less messy and it's just as effective. I thought it might be kind of cute to add some transfers to the inside of this jewelry box. I imagine that at one time there was a mirror there, and I did think about adding a little mirror on the inside and just taking it out of like an old makeup case, but it just didn't look right, so I decided to go with these transfers instead. I cut out a few different flowers and I just layered them on. Once I was finished with it, I applied clear wax to seal everything. This little tray was really dirty. It needed a lot of cleaning. I think somebody probably used it in their kitchen for their seasonings or oils. Anyways, I cleaned it as best as I could, and then I did try to remove this contact paper that somebody had put on the bottom, but it just would not come up. So once I had tried to remove the paper and kind of messed that up, I decided instead of trying to take any more of it off, I would just sand down the parts that I couldn't get up and then paint right over that. I applied 2 coats of the white chalk paint, and I did do a light sanding in between. Using some painter's tape, I created some lines so that I could make a border on the outside edge. Then I added some more of this transfer to the center of it, and I ended up making a little bit of a mistake here with this transfer. I think I probably did this because I had a lot of projects going all at once, but I actually applied this transfer while the paint was still wet and I totally forgot about it. So here I am rubbing it on, and then right there, oh no, I realized as I'm lifting it up that the paint is wet. So I decided I'm gonna let this dry as best as it could and then see if I can fix it. If not, I can always paint over it. I was really surprised that I was able to get this transfer paper up over, and it did stick, as you can see here. So then once, everything was dry, I applied another transfer just to add a little bit more on this one side. I thought this lettering would just give it a little bit more of a romantic look. To make this look a little bit more aged, I did a light sand on it. And then I sealed this with a clear coat sealer called Big Top. So these candle holders, I had tried to strip them a few months back, and it just didn't look good. It didn't work out. The stripper took off the black enamel that was on the metal part of it, and then the wood was just really uneven, and I couldn't get the pretty look I was going for. So I kind of forgot about them, and here I pulled them out, and I'm just going to give them 2 coats of white paint, and then I did the wet distressing on it to give it kind of that chippy shabby look. And I did seal these with a clear wax as well. Let's take a look at all of these items before. And here they are after. They're all cleaned up. What do you think? I think this jewelry box would be a really sweet gift for somebody's little girl for Valentine's Day. I hope that you've been encouraged or inspired in some way by this video. Thank you so much for watching.